Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a fair bottle throw game. This is part 8 in our how to build a fair / carnival / theme park tutorial. If you are making the entire fair, then this is the position that you want to place this build. Inside of the giant white grid, you can see from the bottom left hand corner how many blocks we must extend inwards to the right and then inwards towards the center. That is the starting position, and once you have got that figured out, here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these. Place a white concrete block on top of the predetermined starting position. And then left of this, moving towards the back of the fair, place a light blue concrete, white concrete, light blue, white, light blue, white, light blue, white, and then extending inwards, we want to place a light blue, white, light blue, white, and then a red concrete. Extend this red concrete over to the left towards the front of the stand by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place 7 yellow concretes extending all the way back to where we first started using your yellow concrete. Place a red concrete on the end, and then all we're going to do is connect the front and the back together by placing a white concrete, light blue, white, light blue, just like this. So the next thing that we are going to do is quickly dig out the inside of this. So we are going to replace the floor with sand. There's no real logical reason for this except the fact that it feels right, and it's also a nice little contrast material to the surroundings. So beyond this, we now want to raise up the red concretes that we have on the two front corners of the build. We want to raise them up by 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to extend the red concretes backwards and join down, or rather we are going to extend backwards and then extend across the back of the build and then join forward. So we're kind of creating this shape right here. And in between all of the red concrete that we have now placed between the left and right sides on the front of the build, we are going to place alternating white and red concretes like this to join both sides of the build together and then extend these blocks forward. So this is going to be the top of the tent. That's kind of the sort of vibe that we're going for here. It's kind of like a sort of like tent stand-up sort of structure. And now that we've done this, we can extend all of the light blue concretes and the white concretes. We can extend these up and join to the top of the build like this. And this is pretty much going to be the outer structure of this complete. Although, once we have kind of like made all of the walls here, we are going to place string in front of our build. So one row down from the top where we have this empty space here, we're going to place string, and we're going to place 2 rows of this, and this is hard to see for me. So here, 1, and then we're going to place 2, and we are going to make a little canopy, which is not a Pokemon. So on top of this, we're simply going to place alternating light blue carpet with white carpet in between. So light blue, white, so on and so forth, just like this on top of the string, and that's a nice little overhang for the build. In the back of the build, we want to have a kind of like table structure, which is basically just going to be 2 rows of red concrete extending from the base of this. So from the bottom back of the tent, we're going to have 2 rows of red concrete, and then we are going to place oak planks connecting the bottom of the back row of red concrete all the way up to the top, and we are going to leave a gap on both sides. So this is the sort of shape that we want to end up with. So I don't believe that we need these anymore. So what we're going to do is grab flower pots, wooden shovel, any shovel will do actually, chest, quartz stairs, item frame, snowball, powder, snow, bucket, cauldron, and a lantern. So this is what we're going to do. First of all, we're going to stack the bottles up, or the cups, however you want to see it. We're going to stack these up at the back. So it's up to you how you want to do it. I kind of like a row 3 at the bottom in the middle, and then a single one up here. And then we have to place like a chest would actually be pretty good just here on the side with a quartz stand that can kind of look like a till or a cash register. I like the idea of having like a cauldron with an item frame and kind of like a powder snow bucket or something like that. Kind of like, in my imagination, this is kind of like where you keep the balls that you would throw at the bottles, but of course we're using snowballs and we're using pots, but you know, you got to use a little imagination here. I'm gonna stick a lantern over here as well, just on the side, and you could even light the back of this up using lanterns if you wanted to as well. And just on the counter space here, just an item frame with a snowball in it, just to kind of like represent this. We can kind of like dig out the front of this and just replace it with some grass path, just to make it look a little bit more worn. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can even keep the cauldrons with like the snowballs or the powder snow bucket. Like, it'd be so cool to me if you could actually just have like an actual bucket filled with powder snow, kind of like as we do for the icon here, the little thumbnail for it. I wish that we could just actually have that. But yeah, just a couple of those placed. Hello, friend. Just a couple of those placed about the place, and we are going to grab the player heads and the dragon heads and stuff. And I'm so glad you're here, because I actually need somebody to man this game. And just on the side here, we're just gonna have like a okay. We're going to have like a dragon head, creeper head, zombie head, and a player head just on the right side. You can place them on the left as well, but I'm quite happy to just leave it like this. And this will be the game coordinator. I think that we will leave them as they are. I don't think they'll actually stay in there unless we go to some measures to keep them in there, so we'll just let him roam around. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the game pretty much complete. I do hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the little bell next to the subscription button. That will ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. If you would like to make more of the fair, then please do remember to check the description below for the fair/carnival/theme park builds playlist. We have so many more things to make. We are pretty much only just getting started. We haven't even finished this left side of the fair yet. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.